What's up, you guys? In this video, I'm going to be going over this ANLEON S3 wireless in-ear monitor system. Check it out. This thing is it's not there. Okay, so it's obviously not there because I'm on the Better Off This Way tour with Taylor Marshall. And we brought this whole lighting rig, doing the stand-up drum rig. That's besides the point. And been using this system this whole week, and I am loving it. It's basically a stereo wireless in-ear system. The whole point is that I can plug in a send from our soundboard here into the back of the system, and then use a pack wirelessly that I can hook on and just put my in-ears into this and hear all the audio I need to hear. I'm just gonna give a brief overview of how to set it up, how it works, pros and cons, and my personal experience with it this week. So here's actually what comes with the box. As you open it, we got the transmitter here, and I added all these batteries. Transmitter, here's what the back looks like. The antenna will go in there, the inputs will go here, and if you want to run it mono, you just plug it into the left. And then it's got a power supply here. On this side, this volume knob only affects the headphone volume. It does not affect the output. And then just got an on, up, down, set button. Comes with the receiver. The antenna does not detach. There's no on or off button. You just simply twist this up, and then the further it's up is more volume, which is very standard. And then this RF will be green if it's connected to the transmitter and the transmitter's on and their frequencies match. But if it doesn't match, it will be red. And then obviously green for power, and you can just barely see, it shows the battery level, what channel, and frequency. There's also some cool features with this where if you hit set, you can simply set the frequency by just hitting up or down and change the frequency. There's two modes, stereo and focus, focus is actually mono. I wish they just put mono instead of focus. So if you want to run it mono, you simply put the receiver on focus. And you would also have to only be the input coming from the left side. There's also a high boost feature, which I've actually been using this week. It makes my mix cut through a lot better. So I keep that on, but totally optional. And then you can balance this and send more to the left or more to the right. To change the batteries, this just slides right out, just like a magazine. And once again, the batteries are not included. I added those, and it's really nice that it actually comes with a spare magazine. Here's the antenna that attaches to the back of the transmitter. It's got this interesting locking mechanism like so. It comes with these headphones, which honestly are not great. Don't recommend using them. Use your own. And I would just honestly rather not pay more money and have these not included. But hey, if you need a spare pair of headphones for an airplane ride or something, here you go. And then it comes with a power supply in this box. Pretty self-explanatory. So let's take this, hook it up, and I'll show you what it looks like with the transmitter on. So here's the transmitter and antenna. Let's bring it over to our handy dandy XR18. Here is our bus mix for my custom mix, which I'm going to put in the left or mono channel. Unfortunately, we can't be running stereo. Dang it, Taylor. And then I hooked up the power supply, which I'm going to plug in the back here to give the transmitter power. Then attach the antenna. All pretty self-explanatory, and it's already on. But here's what it looks like, and this thing is so simple and easy to use. Just headphone volume, which I don't even need to test, but that would be another option. And essentially you hit set and then can change your frequency. And there are tons of frequencies to choose from. Essentially, it's starting at A, goes to B, I think it's 12 frequencies, C, another 12. So it goes A through H, and there's 12 frequencies for each letter. So that's 8 letters times 12, which is 96 different wireless frequencies, and it's all within, oh man, I forget. Okay, this specific unit is between 518 and 554 megahertz frequencies. So super convenient. I have not had a single problem this entire week with frequencies. In fact, zoom in way back there. I literally went to the bathroom with my pack on earlier. It's like through this hallway and down into the right of this building and was completely fine. Like, didn't even have an entire dropout this entire week using this. Been using it 3 hours per day for what, 4 days now. Has literally performed flawlessly. I really appreciate the frame of this thing. It's metal and heavy duty, just the magazine is plastic. So I'm really impressed with this. It's super simple. I don't like a lot of buttons, and I love the fact that once it's on, there's not much you can mess with. Like, it's basically locked unless you hit set and then hit buttons. And that's the same way with the transmitter. So really impressed with the system, been loving it. I think any hobby musician to pro musician will love this system. So I'm just gonna quick run through some pros and cons of this system that I've gathered throughout this week so you can just see it on the screen. So the pros of this system, the range was amazing. Once again, I said I went to literally the bathroom, which is like 150 feet away, and through multiple layers of walls, and still didn't have a dropout. The metal frame is awesome. The fact that it takes batteries and doesn't have to be charged is actually really nice, because then when you're running low, you can refill it with new batteries. That's very standard in the professional realm that I've seen, so this is great. I love that it changes from mono to stereo and can do either or. I love that it can receive 1/8 inch or XLR inputs. That is super clutch, and the frequencies are super clear. It's not super fuzzy. It's just performed so well throughout this week. Haven't had dropouts or a ridiculous amount of fuzz from frequency interference. As for the cons, this is a small deal, but they call it focus mode on the receiver, and I think that's really confusing. They should have just called it mono like it is. Another con is the included headphones. They're honestly not necessary. I'd rather just pay less and not receive them. It would be nice if they included batteries, but I think it was awesome that they did include the extra magazine. So overall, I've been super impressed with this thing. It's performed amazingly this week. I think especially the people who watch my page, there's a lot of musicians. This could be a really useful system. Can be mono or stereo. Super impressed. This ANLEON S3 wireless in your system. See ya.